All right, please give a big hand for Jack.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jonathan Franklin Dees.
And I'm KostaV, and this is our project Squirrel Scoops. And our logline is, when a ice cream entrepreneur loses his job, he must struggle to redeem himself and become a community leader.
And our genre is realistic fiction, and our theme is corporate greed within a community.
Alright, so our story starts off with two best friends who kind of grow up together, and they want...
Oh, it didn't work. We got, like...
Alright, okay, well, you're missing out with this. But our story starts off with two childhood best friends who love eating ice cream today. Each day after school, they kind of go to their local ice cream shop and just eat ice cream. And they choose, later on in life, after college, to make their own ice cream parlor in their local town, and their local town is controlled by a big corporation company called Shark Industries. And they want to make this ice cream shop to kind of help out the community and give more joy back to the community by little things such as ice cream, which everyone loves ice cream, and kind of that little simple thing can give back to the community. And they give ice cream for free to some people who can't afford it at times.
Their big focus is on community. So a lot of other, pretty much all the businesses in this city are all owned by Shark Industries or ran by the big corporation. So the community, every person in this community is pretty much a slave to the corporation. And Eric and Cody's main goal was to make an ice cream parlor that wasn't going to get bought out by the corporation. They were going to make something that was for the community. And so later in the story goes on. Their ice cream parlor is getting very big, and finally gets the attention of the corporation, who comes with them with a big sum of money to buy their ice cream parlor from them.
The corporation's big goal is kind of control every company in town, so they can have power over all people. And when they come into the shop one day to meet with Eric and Cody, Eric is immediately against the idea and kind of wants to keep this ice cream to himself so he can help back the community more, because he knows the company doesn't really care about the people of the town, just wants to kind of use them for money and their own personal gain. But he immediately shuts down the idea. But Cody, on the other hand, kind of starts thinking more and more about this idea and the greed, and he sees the money kind of starts consuming him more. And he, at the end of the day, he backstabs Eric and signs the deal with Shark Industries, and Eric loses his company, which leaves Eric in kind of a very bad mental state, and he's kind of drowning in grief and stuff. He's thinking maybe he should have sided with Cody. Maybe maybe he does need the money, maybe the community doesn't really want him, maybe they don't need him, and he's kind of just falling deeper and deeper in this state.
So he kind of gets an ultimatum where he's trying to decide if he should sign with the corporation as well and get a whole bunch of money. But right before he signs a contract, the girl in our story, Anala Adami, comes in and is like, "You cannot sign this contract. Remember, for the kids, for the families, for the community, you cannot sign this contract." And then he makes his own ice cream parlor and starts from the bottom again with the same idea.
Yeah. And then for a movie poster, this is kind of what we created. This is kind of symbolized. This is what we did for our Adobe Illustrator cutout. This is a squirrel in the middle, and we have the squirrel scoops right here, and the shark kind of symbolizes the big industries that's trying to eat the squirrel and kind of eat the ice cream shop, trying to control them. And then on one side we have the family, kind of ice cream shop, community, and the other side we have the company and greed and money right here.
It's in an export. I might have to scroll because it was not.
Go ahead and try scrolling.
Okay. It looked different on my computer. It's okay. So our characters, we start with Eric Johnson, 5'6.5".
Oh yeah.
He's our main protagonist. He's the owner of the shop. Him and this is Cody. Cody's Cody's his buddy at the beginning, but then he ditches him and kind of signs with Shark Industries.
And then we have Anala Adami. She's the girl that kind of saves Eric later on. She's in the story, she's part of the kind of trio of best friends, but kind of leaves the story midway through and then comes back when Eric like needs her the most.
And then our last character is Ariel Wang, which is the head of Shark Industries, and kind of connecting to our research paper. For me, I researched kind of the corporate greed and about like Apple controlling, doing a lot of business and factors in China, and kind of how they kind of don't care about the work conditions and the work laws that happen in China, and a lot of kind of work exploitation is happening there. And we edited our story and put in Ariel Wang so we can put like a face behind the company, because we thought that would make the company kind of seem, I guess, more connecting to other people, and that she would kind of go deeper in that story and explain more about the story.
And I researched about like greed in Congress with insider trading and how we should stop insider trading, and that all like the greed just connects to the story because a lot of Congress members will like vote on stuff based on like knowing that it'll move a market so they can put money into it and make money, and that has a lot to do with the corporation and Ariel Wang as well. Thank you everyone. Yeah.
Why is it called Squirrel Scoops? How is that relevant to the story?
So we did it. This company controls like a nut tree farm.
Yeah.
So
the corporate is like the big thing with the corporation like Styrofoam was the community was based around like a nut tree farm, so it's like a squirrel like nuts. Yeah. Yeah.
You said so you had the two guys and then the one girl that kind of was like part of the trio, and you said she like left midway through and then just like appeared later. Like, did she like just like not, was she not relevant, or did she just like why was she not present in the?
Well, kind of at the beginning of the story, we have them, the whole trio, kind of meeting after school eating ice cream, and then as Eric and Cody kind of leave. I mean, they don't really leave, but they kind of
They were
pursue
high
their
school
ice cream
friends.
business.
So they
kind of
went-
just stop interacting and kind of just go different ways. But when Eric has his hard time, he needs a friend that he can rely on and someone that didn't ditch him.
And she remembered like his roots basically because she was there for the roots of the company.
So she comes back and helps him out.
Yeah.
Okay, two things. One, what's the name of the town? And second, how do they help the community exactly with this ice cream shop?
So, kind of, I went into a little bit, but what they do is kind of if there's a lot of poor people in this community because the industries control everything, and then some people might not have money for ice cream or anything, they give free ice cream, and also most of their profits is being donated to building kind of things inside of the community like parks, schools, and just stuff kids need, like donating food or clothes and stuff like that, and just trying to help them out with the money for the profits.
Yeah, Eric.
How well known and like high up there is Shark Industries? Like, is it connected to the government? Like, or is it just like locally to that town?
It's more local because it's like just more of like a town in the middle of nowhere where they like just have all these people as basically slaves to them. So they, like the government definitely knows about them because they're probably getting taxed and all of that, but they're not like, it's not like they own the whole country or whatever. It's just this city.
Yeah, well, this is more like a fantasy world, so we didn't really kind of incorporate government and a whole like the United States, for example. We kind of mainly focused on this one city, and Shark Industries kind of is just controlling this one city. They don't really have a control over other things in this world. That's kind of what we envisioned.
Thomas?
So there was the spokesperson for Shark Industries, right?
Yeah.
Or like the leader.
She's the CEO.
The CEO.
Yeah.
So were there like interactions between those characters?
There was. So she went to Cody to like get to sign the deal for Squirrel Scoops, and then that's when Cody signed it, and then she went to Eric again to try to get him to like join in, and he was about to sign the contract, but he never did because of not Ariel, because of Anala. Any more questions?
You mentioned this is a realistic fiction. Have you considered that it could be a comedy as well?
Well, we wanted to kind of pursue it with a comedic lens.
Yes.
Because I think most people, when they kind of hear hard topics, it's easier to laugh at them and kind of view them as comedies, and they process them better. So if we were to create this movie or like make like a Hollywood movie, we would probably cast actors that have like a lot of like comedic effect, like Kevin Hart, or like Eric Johnson, because they kind of match the height, and also like maybe Dwayne The Rock Johnson as well for like Cody, because it's like there's like a good comedic deal and stuff like that. And I think we would try to pursue it through like a comedic lens, to kind of, because this is like a hard topic, I guess, like industry controlling over people and stuff like that, and disregard for human rights. So we would try to cast it through a comedic lens to kind of make it easier for people to acknowledge information. And
We
understand
would
better.
put most of the budget into casting. Like we wouldn't really, pretty much all the budget would be in casting because our location, we can just get like a community ice cream shop. We don't really need to buy anything. We just go to it.
So it sounds like it could be a satire,
Yeah.
right? It's taking on a serious topic. It's using humor to engage the audience and get us to think about it.
Exactly.
And, think critically about it. So. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.